Hello, hello. Hey guys, Mike here. Just type in once you come in and say hi. I'll wait for people to show up. I know I didn't announce this live stream. It was sort of impromptu. But anyway, I'll wait. I'll wait out here. I type a few things. Let's see who's on. So guys, I'm doing this live stream sort of impromptu, spontaneous. I didn't plan on doing one today, but I figure it's been probably 2 or 3 months since my last uh, live stream video, and you guys have asked me a couple of questions since then. It just feels weird that I haven't done any. Hey man, hey, what's up? So it feels weird that I haven't done any live stream in a while, even though I thought I would be doing it like every week or every other week. But there's been a lot of travels, lots of busy video shooting, editing, all that stuff. So, but anyway, I'm here today, and I'm gonna answer a few questions. First question, actually, before I even get to the questions, I want to wish everybody a happy holidays. I figure also this is probably the only time I get to say that before all of the holiday travels start, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this live stream video, because I'm looking forward to a busy December next month, and I might not even be able to keep up with some of my uploads. So, but I'll talk to you guys about it while we're here. But happy holidays to everyone. Hope you get turkey fat this Thursday. If you're not in the United States, I don't know when Thanksgiving is where you are, but happy holidays. Merry Christmas to everybody. Also, I want to say a big thank you to everyone, man. We're approaching 40,000 subscribers, which is insane. Insane. So thank you all so much, everyone who's watching, everyone who's sharing the videos, everyone who's commenting. If you just thank you for all the support. And big shout out, obviously, to everyone who's also a member on Patreon or Patreon. Thank you for being a patron. Thank you for your monthly donations. I am just super appreciative of all of you guys. So that out of the way, the first, hey COD Gamer, the first thing I want to address, so the video I put up earlier today, I saw a few comments of people saying that I was looking to the left. I guess I didn't even realize it until you guys said something. So I guess what was happening is the camera is actually to my left. I don't know. See, like this background here? See this background behind me? That was where that video was shot. So it was kind of like to the side angle a little bit. So it was like I was a little bit to the right, and I was trying to do the whole 2/3 thing where you have to be like to this side of the screen. Anyway, I'm taking classes in filming, and that's one of the things that's advised to do, like a third type of screen. But so that's what's happening in that video, and why I keep looking to the left. I kept looking to the left because the camera is to my left, so I'm thinking I'm looking into the camera. That's why it looks weird. But anyway, forgive for that. Future videos, I'll make the corrections. So, but thanks for pointing that out. Okay. And now that's out of the way. And guys, just leave me your questions in the chat, and I'll read them as I'm talking. So, but also one of the main things I want to talk about today is to give you guys an update on the whole trying to buy an airplane. I announced that a couple of months ago, and I haven't updated you guys on it. I haven't even made a video like I thought I would be. I've been making videos on other stuff. Hey, I can't even pronounce your name. Proisma, what's up? Spudux, hello. Thank you guys for joining. Again, I didn't announce this live stream video, but so speaking of the airplane purchase, I'm still looking. So the search, it's not like I just abandoned it, but a lot of has been happening. Obviously, you guys see that I've been posting now 3 times a week. So before I used to post once a week. So I've gone from posting once a week to 2 to now 3 times a week. So I'm literally constantly shooting and editing videos all week long. So that's part of what's taking my time. Also, traveling. So a lot of the videos that you see on my YouTube channel, a lot of them are not actually where I am. I have to travel to go check out those airplanes or to go to those events and whatnot. So a lot of traveling, and I would say, again, my aircraft purchase has been mostly done online. I haven't really seen anything locally, even though I've been to my local airport here quite a few times just to see on the board if anybody's selling anything. But other than that, I've been crawling Barnstormers, Trade a Plane, and other airplane brokers that I see online. I've just been going in and out of those websites. But that said, the main challenge here, though, so remember initially when I made the video about purchasing an airplane, I said to you guys that my budget was going to be $25K. All right, so my goal was to find something in the 20 to 25K region, and I've seen quite a few airplanes that fit that budget, but honestly, a lot of what I've seen, it's just like if you look. So one of the things that you look at when you're buying your airplane is the engine time, or the time left before the engine is to be overhauled, and a lot of them are very close to overhaul time. And so it means if I spend 25 grand on this airplane today, then I would have to spend another 15 to 25 grand to overhaul that engine. So I know I'm trying my luck, but my hope is that I'm able to find something still within my budget that still has a few hundred hours left on the engine. But that said, also another wall I'm hitting, or brick wall that I'm hitting, is paying for the damn thing. So my plan was to finance my purchase. It makes all the sense in the world. But so here's some of the things that I've gotten to educate myself on through this process. So to finance an airplane is nothing like getting financing for a car. An airplane, it's like applying for a mortgage. So they ask for your 2 years tax returns, your income statement, and also I believe, that's it. They ask for those things. So you never think that it's going to take all of that, but that's what the process has been like. And I submitted all of my stuff, and so I didn't get approved, and this is why. First was the fact that the loan that I was looking for was too small, and that's another thing I had to find out. So some lenders in the aviation or airplane buying world, some lenders would not even look at you if you're not looking to borrow $40,000 and up. Okay, so they're not even trying to talk to you or whatever. And the people that I called, I went through AOPA, which they finance smaller loans. And my goal was to get a loan, put like half of the payment down, and then finance the rest of it. And so at first they told me that my income statement, so I try to use my income so far from YouTube, and like it's not enough. It's not enough. And also, here's another thing, guys. If you are a 1099 like I am, so if you're an entrepreneur, typically you file your taxes through a 1099 compared to somebody who works like constant paycheck, which is a W-2. So if you're a 1099 like I am, you write stuff off, and you may show a lower income or higher, whichever the case may be. But more importantly, in my case, my income is like this from year to year. Okay, and if you guys saw my video where I did a video of how much I lost in 2015, that year my income went from like this to like this. So as an entrepreneur, you might see that. But the bad side to that is that, you know, banks hate to see those type of numbers. When you go through a lender or through the bank, they want to see a constant, like they want to see a leveled income every year. Either it's leveled or it's going up. If it's going like this, that's not a good sign, which was my case. But even though I literally, when I submitted and they told me, this is not looking good, I'm like, okay, what if I add to my down payment? I was willing to pay half or even up to 75%. And then at that point, they told me that it doesn't make sense for them. So at that point, they told me borrowing 10 grand, they wouldn't do that. So I think I had to borrow at least 20 or 22,000 total. If I'm not looking to borrow that much, the lender is not even looking at you. So that's the story behind it. And for me, I had to take a step back and realize, okay, maybe I thought I can afford this, but now I have to go through the traditional, which is save up a little bit more before I pull the trigger on this thing. And also, guys, keep in mind that purchasing the airplane is one thing, and then also, so for me, what I'm budgeting for is $25K to purchase, and also about 12 to 15K for the first year. So it's going to cost you roughly around that. If I'm flying 100 hours for the year, then I'm looking to spend between, I would say, $13,000 or so for flying that year. So those are the things the numbers that I'm looking forward to. And so point of the story is I'm back to just saving. I'm going to save until I'm more comfortable to pull the trigger, since I can't get financing for the airplane that I want. But also, to be honest with you guys, all the traveling that I've been doing and checking out a lot of these experimental airplanes, you know, it's making it really hard to go buy a beat up old Cessna or Piper if I can have something decently modern for a fraction of the cost or for around the same price. So I'm considering that too. All right, so that's the 411 on airplane purchase. And now I'll read some of your questions. Cot Gamer asks, what aircraft is he buying? I just talked about it. Well, guys, I was looking hard at a Piper Cherokee 160, or what other aircraft was I looking at? I was looking at the Cherokee. I was also looking at the Tomahawk. For whatever reason, I'm just kind of stuck with the Pipers. And I was looking at the Grumman too, but the AA1B, I think is the model with the 4-seater. To get into any of those, at least with enough time on the engine, you're looking at $30,000-$40,000 and up. So, but I was looking at those. Basically, any decently good low wing airplane was what I was looking at. Bertil, love your videos, man. Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for the love. MTY Trader, Sling. So I'm not sure what your question is about Sling. If you can be a little more detailed with that, then I can probably answer you. Hey, Fractal, that's awesome, man. MTY Trader, Cirrus Vision. Again, I don't know what the question is, but for Cirrus Vision, actually, I got some footage of the Vision jet at Oshkosh. I still haven't gotten to editing the video yet, but I will have that video up sometime in the future, or probably before the end of this month. I think we've got a week or 2 weeks left. So, but I do have some footage of the Cirrus Vision jet. Hey, the People Show, Identify Radio, appreciate it, man. What's my thought on the Cirrus Vision jet? Is it worth the price tag? So here's an honest answer. Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I think the Cirrus Vision jet is the only line of Cirrus airplanes that I think is absolutely worth the price. The other series, when you think of the SR-20 and the 22, now obviously I'm not the average customer for that airplane because I don't have that kind of money on me. I think those are more, think of your Mercedes-Benz of the skies. You can obviously get something more, a better performing airplane for around the same price you would pay for an SR-22, for example, which I think a brand new one stacked up, you're looking at about $1 million or close to that. But the Cirrus, the jet, is, to me, their only line of aircraft that I think is absolutely worth every penny. When you think of what you're getting with that aircraft, you know, the performance, capabilities, how many people you can haul around. And also when you think of other aircraft in the same class, I think that the Cirrus Vision Jet is worth the price tag, yes. Okay. Hey, Bobby Chan, appreciate it, man. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Back. Guys, I'm just looking at the chat here, trying to go through some of the questions before I get back to my own stuff here. Yes, Burdick. So that's what I try to explain. He posted that lenders make more money when you borrow more. Yeah, obviously. And again, this is a learning curve for me because I didn't think the process would be as complex as it was, but also finding out certain things that you have to have a minimum that you can borrow when you're buying an airplane. You can't borrow. It would be extremely hard to find anyone who wants to borrow you 10 grand. And, you know, 10 grand to me is still a lot of money, but lenders are not even looking at you. That's all you want to borrow. They want you to borrow a little bit more than that. So I'm learning that right now. Hook Eat Up, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. David asked, have I thought about partnership? I just bought into a partnership this year. Hey, David, if you can talk a little bit more about that. I did think about a partnership, and believe it or not, I met with 2 people here in Georgia who saw my video and they wanted to go in on a partnership. Now, excuse me, the thing about partnership is it's easier to get into one when the airplane is already available. Like somebody already has the airplane and you're just buying into it. But if you're just bringing people together and then wanting to buy the aircraft is a little bit more complex. At least that was the situation I had where I spoke to 2 people and our timeline didn't even match. It was like one person was looking for to purchase more in a future date. But yeah, I have thought about partnerships, but I would love to hear a little bit more about your experience with it. What about credit union? Ben A asked, yes, I did. I do have a credit union account, but I'm not looking to go through them. I did ask them, but they don't fund aircraft purchases. I may have to kind of tell them it's for a different loan, maybe a business loan or something. But no, they don't do. They don't borrow people money to buy airplanes. They don't do that. Jeff Kramer. What about a light sport? I would love to fly a light sport, but most light sports are more expensive because a lot of them are produced in the last 5 to 10 years. So say, for example, the sports cruiser, you can find a used one right now in the market for probably between 75 and 100,000. And that's way, way over what I'm trying to spend. Pat Price asks, have I considered any of the auto gyros? No, I haven't considered those because I don't know if they don't fit my mission. I feel like those are more for, I could be wrong, but I feel like those are more for, sport flying and just grabbing a burger here and there. I don't know if those are built for like proper cross-country trips. So no, I haven't considered auto gyros. David C., what happened to Azalea? I was sure you were sold on it. And thanks for the love, David. I was sold on the Saber Wing, and I contemplated it hard. I spoke to my wife about it. I don't want to talk. I guess I don't want to give full details yet of what I'm thinking right now, because that may be a future videos, and I don't want to give anything away. But to be honest, Saber Wing is also one of the airplanes that is currently on my list. Although I feel like it would be a compromise. Okay, first, to build a Saber Wing, I would have to spend double the price or double my budget, because to build one to say the standard that I would want, it would probably run me about 50 grand. But it would be a great experience because I will be getting something more modern, something much quicker. But again, there's going to be a compromise in terms of time to build. Also, it's a two-seater. I really would love to have a four-seater for my mission and people I'm anticipating flying with. So I have considered the Saber Wing. Let's see. See on IGF. People I should really enjoy. AG Aviation, I flew to Oscar yesterday from fun. Yeah, that's dope, man. Abdi Hassan. Hey, shout out to you, man. Thanks for watching all the way from North Dakota. Greg asked which experimentals are available for 25K. Well, you can find quite a few kits that are available for around that much. That includes, I guess, the Saber Wing, but you probably are more closer to $30,000 for the Saber Wing. I think the Merlin PSA is also around. I think the kit price for that is $18,000. But again, remember, if you're going experimental, you're buying a kit, but you also have to buy an engine, which sometimes is more expensive than the kit. AJ Aviation, sorry. You should get a Mooney. Believe it or not, a Mooney M20 is on my list. Although it's a complex airplane, but I love the fact that it has the Johnson bar. But Moonies are great if you want speed and if you want more performance. But from other pilots that I've spoken to, it's not. If you want to be more practical and carry more load in the airplane, you might find a little bit cramped in a Mooney M20. But it is an airplane on the list that I'm also looking at. Keep reading these questions. Hey, Landon Tucker. I don't know if you're implying that I didn't answer the question. I don't know if you sent me a message on Instagram. Please send again. I try to answer all of the questions that I get from there. But if I haven't answered your question, you can post it here or just send me another message, and I'll be sure to get to you on that. Kojo asked, what do you need the plane for, bro? Really good question. So that's the thing. So right now, I don't need an airplane. That's the truth. I don't need to buy an airplane, but I want one. I desire one so bad because, one, with the YouTube channel, I started this channel because I wanted more people to get inspired and go start flying. And I want to get back to that. So if you watch some of my early videos, I was flying a lot, either as a student pilot or some of my cross-country flights. But then since I've moved out of California, a lot of that stopped. So my first goal, get back into the cockpit, because look, flying is such a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's such a perishable skill. So if you're not using that skill, if you're not repeating and flying a lot, you're going to lose a lot of what you learn. So, and I've had my license now about 2 years. And so one of the reasons to get back in the cockpit, one. Two, and I don't know if I discussed this with you guys in my early videos, is the fact that I want to get my additional tickets. So I want to get my IFR certification. And also, I want to get my CFI certification, and I would love to do that with my own airplane instead of renting, because I did the cost. I actually spoke to a good friend who's also a YouTuber. Shout out to Pilot Fresh. You guys go check him out. So I spoke to him, and because he's a CFI and he's a commercial pilot, looking forward now to get into the airliners. And I wanted to know what the process was like for him and what the cost was. And he sort of ran me through the numbers. And when I put the numbers together, it just makes sense to use your own airplane, because if you go rent at a school, getting your IFR ticket and your commercial license and then a CFI, you're probably going to be spending more if you rent an airplane from a school rather than just flying your own. So it makes sense. That's why I'm getting an airplane, Kojo. Appreciate it, Bene. Let's see, what other question? Raphael, what about the Super Patrol? Super Patrol is a dope airplane. I hope you guys like the videos that I've put up about it. It's a great airplane, but it's not, honestly, it's not for me. I'm not a water person, and also it's a light sport airplane. I'm not really looking to fly a light sport, and I think it serves a different mission than my mission. So I'm gonna get back to the questions, but let me discuss some more stuff with you guys from my notes here. So another reason why I wanted to chat with you live is because I wanted to let you know, like, my plans for the holidays. So like I said, I've been posting 2 to 3 videos now consistently for a few months now, which has been great. I've loved every moment of it. It's a little tasking, but so this month through the end of the year, there's going to be a lot of traveling, mainly family stuff, because the holidays are coming up and my families are like, they're scattered all over. So we usually travel a lot, me and Catherine, to visit this person and that person. Literally starting this week, we're going to be on the road a lot. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I will still continue to put up videos 3 times a week, but it might come a time where I may not be able to do that, but I'll let you guys know through the community tab. So always check out for that. And also a good way, honestly, to get in touch with you guys, I would love if I can just email you directly rather than going through YouTube, because I feel like sometimes YouTube is not getting the word out to everybody. So if you go on mojogrip.net, and I'll type it here. If you go on mojogrip.net, there should be like an email pop-up where you can just sign up with your email there. And that way I can just email you all of this update. Another way, obviously, is through Patreon. So again, shout out to all of my patrons. If you have not become one, consider supporting the channel. It goes a long way. If you're on Patreon, you're going to get all those updates too. So, but yeah, you guys please sign up for the email newsletter. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of traveling this holidays, but I will try to keep up with the videos. Also, I was supposed to check out the Velocity aircraft this past week. Actually, I had bought my ticket and everything, had everything set for that trip, but I had to cancel it last minute because of the weather. So I was supposed to check out the Velocity and the Sports Cruiser, but I wasn't able to. So at first, 1 or 2 people canceled again because of the forecast was not looking good. And you know, if there's thunderstorms everywhere, we can't shoot. If it's raining, we can't shoot. And you guys also, with a lot of the review videos, I see the comments. You want me to not just review the airplane, but you want to see a flight video. So usually when I get a request or I reach out to any of these aircraft companies, you know, I would ask if we can go for a flight test, because that would make sense. So, and that was the case here, but the weather was not cooperating. So last minute had to cancel that trip. And I felt sad because I was really looking forward to checking out the Velocity aircraft. That's one of the most requested airplanes that you guys have asked for me to check out. But I'm hoping I should be back in Florida either the end of this year or for sure in January. So I told them that I would reschedule. So you guys stay tuned for those reviews. Also, Sling TSI. There's been requests for that aircraft also. I've been in contact with TAF, the airplane factory in Torrance, and hopefully we'll be able to set out a date for that. There's a few more. There's a few more airplanes that I would love to check out. Shark aircraft also. I would love to check that out. Again, all of these airplanes are in different states. So I have to basically plan ahead, and I suck at planning. I let my wife help me out with those, with my travel plans. But you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna try to put out as much stuff as I can, and I'm gonna read some more questions here. Jesse says M20. Again, it's on the list. The Mooney M20 is on the list. Let's see what else. What else? The house on 3rd Street, I would like to start a conversation. Hey, me and you are on the same boat. I would love to have a conversation with all of my 39,000 subscribers too. Again, and this is why I'm trying to build my mailing list now just directly through mojogrip.net. That way, you know, because I know, for example, when I upload on YouTube, not all of the subscribers get to see it, or not even everyone gets a notification. So if you are subscribed to the channel and you haven't hit that bell notification button, chances are you're not getting a notification whenever a video comes up. So please do that. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you get a notification when I upload a new video, or just sign up for the mailing list. That way I will email everyone as soon as I have something new up. Okay. Hey, the house on 3rd Street is trying to fundraise over here. If we all chipped in $64, Mike could go. Okay. I would greatly appreciate that. But again, you don't have to chip in $64. Just $1 goes a long way. At least just the little amount that people are contributing on Patreon, honestly, it helps with all of the traveling that I've been doing. You know, buying plane tickets, just getting lunch, things like that. It really goes a long way. That's why I'm so grateful for everyone who decided to become a patron. So thank you. And thank you, the house on 3rd Street. Mark, I really appreciate your fundraising. Thank you. So Jesse Richardson, he says he just picked up a nice Cessna 140 for $10K. That's crazy. I don't believe you paid that little for it. So a Cessna 140, I've looked at those, but the only issue I have with the 140, from what I hear, they're great airplanes to build time in, but they're VFR airplanes. And whatever I get, I want it to be either equipped with IFR equipment, or I can, on a cheap or affordable price, put some IFR equipment, on it and get it IFR certified. But I feel like the 140 is more of a VFR airplane. Oh, so Jesse, you're saying, he says, my first airplane, I tried to build an RV-8 and it took too long. It takes way too long. I'm curious how long it took you. So for those of you who are interested in building an airplane, that's one of the things you have to consider when you are, I feel like it's getting a little dark here. Let me put the light a little bit on my, okay, there we go. So for those of you who are contemplating building an airplane, so that's one of the things you have to consider when you're buying a kit. How long is it going to take you to build? And van RVs are great kits, but the same thing I hear from a lot of people is that it takes a long time to build an RV airplane. But hey, once you're done with it, it's I'm sure it makes you happy. So definitely something to consider there. David thinks everyone needs an airplane. I totally agree with you. Let's see. Okay. What's up, JT Allen? Thanks for tuning in. Hey, like I said, family are all over, and I do want, again. I don't need an airplane, but I do want one, because look, my whole entire goal is focused around trying to build a lifestyle around flying. That was my intentions originally when I got my license. Because when I first started training to become a pilot, I didn't, usually people go into train to become a pilot either because they can afford it, they want to buy a Cirrus, they have the money for a Cirrus or something, or they want to fly commercially for the airliners. I wasn't none of that. I just wanted to do it because of the freedom, and I wanted in future day to be able to have a lifestyle where I'm able to have an airplane and be able to fly around to either family, friends, or business, whatever it is, without having to go wait online to get on Delta or JetBlue like I'm doing right now. But anyway, let me finish up here. So I've spoken about Velocity. Again, I'm gonna reschedule with them. Hopefully they invite me back, because again, I canceled last minute and I felt really shitty about it. I always hate that when I break my word to people. But again, it wasn't really under my control. It was the weather that was a little pissy. So uh, I've mentioned the email lists. Again, Patreon, you guys please show support on there. And also, if some of you noticed, I kind of did a design on Teespring. I'm actually wearing one of the shirts right now. This is my MG Mojo Grip shirt. More designs are gonna come in future dates, obviously, once I settle down, man. I've got a lot of stuff that I'm planning for 2019, but right now I'm just gonna focus on what's in front of me, okay? Which is trying to get the money together for this airplane. Obviously, keep you guys still updated with a lot of really good videos, I hope. I still have a lot of content from Oshkosh that I haven't, gotten to yet. Also, I have a few videos from the NBAA convention back in Orlando that I'm actually gonna start uploading some of those videos this week. Some helicopters, if you guys are interested in that. So stay tuned for all of those. But I think that would be it for me. I'm gonna see if there's any other questions. So you guys just ask right now if there's any other questions. What's up, Papa John 357? Thank you so much for tuning in. Is that pronounced mosc4.com? Mosc4.com? Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. JT Allen, what do you think about the Switchblade project? I honestly don't know about the Switchblade project. If you can educate me a little bit more about it, I'll look it up. And Art Gibson, the Cessna 152 is a good entry-level airplane. Yes, that is true. It is a good entry-level airplane for anyone out there. But for me, it's not a low wing, so I'm going to skip it. Okay, so if there's no more question, I hope I've been able to satisfy some of your answers, because, again, everyone has been asking me about, to give an update on this person in aircraft. So that's my update, guys. Again, happy holidays to everyone. I probably would not be doing a live stream for another couple of weeks because I'm going to be on the road. But stay tuned for the videos. Those, I would try my hardest to keep them coming 3 times a week. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. And again, show support on Patreon. Be sure to grab your t-shirt if you haven't. And I will catch you guys in the next video, which will be on Tuesday. Actually, wait, there's a question here that is not showing. Gene wants to purchase a Robinson helicopter. Okay, I'll look at this chat later and try to answer that. I'm not so versed with helicopters, but I'll check them out and let you know. Let me see if there's anything here else before I head out. Okay, guys, so that would be it for now. I'm reading some really stupid, funny comments here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, I know this was an impromptu. Just stay tuned for Tuesday's video. Will be uploaded at 1 p.m. And thank you guys for subscribing, and I will catch you later. Peace.